So now I'm just going to show you everything that comes with Komplete Start on their website, Native Instruments. I actually have it linked down here in the description box. I am not affiliated with Native Instruments at all, but it's free. So you see it says up there, free download. All right, so we got 7 synthesizers. All right, so my favorite, of course, is Micro Prism. I love Carbon Copy. So if you're like a very avant-garde and abstract producer, you're going to love the synthesizers. Even if you just do R&B, laser bass is really good for that. And also TRK01 bass. Create earth-shaking bass with no less than 5 different synth engines so you can craft the sound you need. So you can see here, you can actually do a lot of sound design. Okay, so we got 9 sampled instruments. The play series selection, a lot of your favorite producers, I'm telling you, they probably use this. So these are 3 high-bid instruments. I brought all of these instruments and they're giving them to you for free. They cost $50 each. Okay, so this is $150 already worth of different sounds. You got piano sounds, R&B pianos, you have pads. The ethereal earth is so beautiful. And then you have the analog dreams. You can do a lot of analog stuff. So I really love that one because I like futuristic and 80s synth pop sounds. So this is definitely it. Kinetic Treats is a really cool plugin. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. I would like to hear more people using it in lo-fi. Then we have our expansion selection, okay? And this is all your drums. And you can see it says almost 1,500 loops and samples from a diverse range of our most popular expansions. And it says use Komplete Kontrol to browse, so we're gonna use that. We have the acoustic instruments. These are just global world sounds, percussion sounds. Well, I really love the beats one. It's a lot of dope boom bap stuff can come out of that as well. And then the 2 effects, we got the supercharger and then we got the Guitar Rig 6. Now the Guitar Rig 6, you can use it to play guitar, so that's dope, but you can also use Guitar Rig 6 for effects on your instrument sounds, all right? And then it comes with the Reaktor 6 player. You're going to need the Reaktor 6 player to play the synthesizers up here, and Kontakt 7 player, and then Komplete Kontrol. So it got all of these things. When I'm on TikTok, I see a lot of people producing their own stuff. I'm like, well, let me do a video because I know they're probably using Garageband. Like I said, go ahead and download that native access and install everything. I also have videos about how to install native instruments, expansions, and sounds. You can go here, go to native access. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of sounds. If I go here to preferences, to the bottom left under add serial, preferences, and then I go to file management and I go to download location, I have all of mine going to my external hard drive. And my applications are going onto my computer. They can only go onto your computer. So yes. So it's going to my external, the download location, and the content location, okay? If you go to available, you'll see the sounds that are available. I don't have any available sounds. I download everything. But so these are your available sounds. All right, so Garageband, you want to choose a track type. You want to go to software instrument and then go to create. All right, so then down here is how you get to your instruments. You go to where it says plugins, and defaultly it's going to bring up the electric piano. But if I go down here, and I go to AU instruments, and then I go to native instruments, I can pull up Komplete Kontrol. I recommend you do everything through Komplete Kontrol. It's going to give you the Kontakt 7 as well, but Komplete Kontrol is where it's at, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, so first let's check out the Play Series instruments, okay? I got a lot of stuff, but I'm going to show you what comes with yours. All right, so yours is going to say Play Series instrument, and then you can click this little arrow thing. All right, and then these are all the sounds from the Play Series instruments. You see it says, it's loading up. All right, you can see it says all banks. All right, but we got the hybrid keys, so we're gonna start there. So if you click on each one, it'll just preview them for you. So I can pick what type of sound I want. I'm gonna go to piano keys, go ambient EP. And we can see it's the ambient EP because it says it up here. All right, so GarageBand doesn't have this in, this isn't in GarageBand. You can set your key. So if I go to these 3 music, notations, I go here and then I turn on the scale. I can just, choose the root note. And I really like C#. All right, and then I can choose what scale I want, major, minor, harmonic minor. But the 2 most common scales are the major and the minor. So I just go to C# minor. So then you can just play in like note mode. Alrighty, so that's that. So then if I go here to chord mode, I can turn on the harmonizer, and that'll give me the chord mode. So make sure you do harmonizer, because if you do a chord set, it'll give you random chords. See what I'm saying? But we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to harmonizer. You see what I'm saying? And then you can choose the type of chords you want. So you can do 1, 3, 5, which is common. It's like do, re, do, mi, so. So I can also do 1, 3, 5, 7, which is more R&B and jazz. So that's super cool. And then you can actually choose what type of bank you want. So you can pick jazz. I don't use the different stuff. I just keep it simple. But so I'm gonna go back. Okay, you can do what you want. Like if you know what I'm saying. But I go back to main and I go back to minor. And you can also arpeggiate it. And then you can get very specific with the arpeggiation. So you gotta make sure the blue is on, and you can arpeggiate the chords. All right, and also within the Play Series instrument, you can also like go between the sounds. If you got, it says blend A and B, right? You can blend them, but you can also lean more towards side B or A. It depends. So you can change the notes. So let's do 132. Change the sequence. Let's see. You can change the sequence. That just means what notes. Let's see. You can do no repeat. That's different. Oh, you got to do the up down. I'm gonna go. You can change the octave so we can go up to 8. That's dope. Let's see. Okay. If that don't convince you to go get this, then I don't know what will. You know what? Let me just show y'all what happens if we record that real quick. Alright, that's dope. So I'll just push Q and then that catches it. And then, so we got that right. Go to advanced. So you can inverse it. So this junk's sweet. So if you go to advanced, you can do more stuff. You can do re-trigger it. I'm not gonna do that. You can do something totally different. So like I said, we advanced. We go with the repeat. Let's do repeat twice. So look, if we put it on repeat and then we inverse it. When I think of inversions, I think it's something being inversed. Let's see if we invert it. So what I just did is I turned on the offset. Go back to the offset and let's turn it lower. Man, I could play with this all day, so let's turn it off. And you could just turn the ARP off if you want to. Let's open up another instance of Complete Control. All right, so if we go to the factory selection, we got to go through that. We got to do Kontakt. We can do Kontakt within Complete. So you are going to get Kontakt, but this you can go through Complete. So then if I hit this arrow right here and I go down, I can pick all the different stuff. So we can check out the orchestral stuff. Oh, we're going to check out the choir stuff, okay? The choir stuff is super dope. Let's check out the choir morph A-E-I-O-U. See, in the choir, you can they have chords that you can play. So you can also choose a key within here. We're gonna keep it as C sharp. So when I morph it, so when you go to vocal morph, it makes it a whole different sound. So if I go here, and then I can go to, it do the E. You hear it? And ooh. All right, so that's super dope. You can also edit these sounds because I'm really just showing y'all. So these are settings you can, round stuff up. But in here you can actually like edit it some more. Kind of turn on the cabinet, turn it off, and then you got the turn. And if you click that, you can go to different reverbs. All right, so that's that. So now I showed you a few of the sample instruments. There are 9, so I'm gonna let you go have fun with it. But let's get back to Complete Control because I'm going to show you some of the expansions, and then I'm going to show you the effects and just a few of the synthesizers. I'm gonna bring up Complete Control again. If we go here to this like audio waves icon thing, go to different expansions. We're gonna go to expansion selection though. And then we're going to go to some of the banks that are in the kit. So let's go to Meteorograph. All right. Now the cool thing about this is you can just drag and drop the sounds in here. I mean, yeah. So that's super cool. So you can do 2 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is doing it the MIDI way. All right, so then if you wanted to put a snare in, just Command D, and then it'll bring up like the same thing. You go to snare. Another way to do this is to just drag the kick in, drag and drop it. And then when it's audio, your computer is less likely to crash. All right, so then now I'm about to go back to Complete Control, and I'm going to get me a loop. Neon Drive comes with our expansion. I never heard this sample, but it's a really good sample. So naturally it comes with the sampler, and with the sampler you can tune it and things like that. If you play the middle C, it'll play the correct key or pitch that the sample is played in. All right, so what I'm going to do though is go to this arrow under sampler right here, and I'm going to go to audio. And if we go to audio, you see when you click it, so you can do different stuff here. You can tune it. And then you can also play to where you want the sample at as well. All right, so I'm about to record that. You can just drag that in too as well. You can just drag that in and edit how you want to. All right, so that's dope, right? So then if we go back to Complete Control, and we are on the plugins option. So if you happen to be here, you want to make sure you click this plug button, and then you click the plus button, and then you go to VST or VST3, and you go to Native Instruments, and then first we can go, we're gonna go to Guitar Rig 6 version. Okay, there we go. So I got the full version. It's still similar to the Guitar Rig you wanna get. And then you can just add some effects. We're gonna add flare. You can just drag these over and then drop them. That's what I'm doing. That gave it a different sound. So that's what I really wanted to show you. And then, okay, so I just gave y'all some examples. I'm having a lot of fun. You go to this piano icon, click this arrow down, and then that's where you would be able to get to your Reaktor 6 to get to the different synthesizers. So carbon copy 2, and that's super dope because again, turn that scale on. Yeah, so anyway, that's carbon 2. They got a lot of dope sound in there. You got pads, you got metal instruments, what I was just playing, you got keys, electric. Let's go back to Reaktor. You got the laser bass. I like this bass here. But yeah, so that's dope. So let's go to Space Drone. Yeah. And Space Drone is just that. It's just crazy. So I'll let you hear some stuff. So this is Desert Wind. So it's good for like lo-fi for real. This is Space Drone. So there's much more to explore. Yeah, I'll just let you go ahead and check it out, but I'm just, showing you how to get around it and things like that. So thanks for watching.